Hey, home fries. So, a bunch of you guys have said you like Southerner in the Snow. So, I'm going to check it out. However, I'm doing it in three parts. I'll do them one right after the other. However, people just generally they don't watch. You know what I mean? When you're a content creator, you can see how far people watch into the video on the average. Um, and generally, it's not through the whole reaction, which is why you don't generally see long reactions. Um, if it's a song or something like that, it's different. But just on something like this, um, doing it three parts back to back. Um, Tomorrow's my birthday, so be 57, and this is my birthday present to me. Doing this for you guys, because I've got to see a Southerner in the Snow, obviously. All right, let's jump in.
One. Hi there, I'm Tim Faust. I sing bass for the country vocal band Home Free. One of my favorite parts of the gig is traveling the world and learning about different cultures. And there's none more fascinating than America's very own Midwest. I'm from Southeast Texas. I didn't see snow till I was 20 years old.
Hmm.
Yet here I am in Minnesota in February. Why, you might ask? It's a good question. I'm here to learn about the culture, I guess. I mean, here I am walking on what I think is a lake. The Twin Cities area is actually one of my favorite areas in the country. Well, 4 months out of the year anyway. So here I am to learn why people, including two of my bandmates, stay here the other 8 months of the year. Can't help but notice that my voice appears to be materializing in the air. Maybe we can get to the bottom of that as well. My face has ceased its normal functions. Perhaps we should go. Captain's log, first entry. Chris Chatham and I, your current cameraman, are leaving Nashville, Tennessee and driving up to the Minneapolis, Minnesota area. It's currently 40 degrees, as you just saw, which is already about 30 degrees too cold for me. And I have a feeling it's not going to get any better. We'll check back in. Captain's log. We're in Illinois and it's getting real. Real fast. Captain's log. Been 10 minutes. I've made a huge mistake. Captain's log. We're only to Iowa. And it's starting to look weird out there. And the temperature? It's lucky number 13. Still have hours left to drive north. But we did find a silver lining. Fried cheese curds.
Oh, for sure, don't you know?
Captain's log.
Oh my word! -12 isn't cold, Tim. Not at all. Last winter we had wind chills down to 60 below zero here on the coast of Maine. It was a brutal cold. And I went outside, didn't scare me none. Um, we got some snow, had to go out and deal with the snow. Didn't care. I went out and did it anyway. Um, However, Southerners, I mean, come up and man, just like a night and day. So I totally get where he's coming from. I've actually seen people come up from Florida in the fall and they're so cold. It's just like, it's comfortable for me. I am not like him. I don't want to sit there in Texas in the 90-degree heat or a place where it's really humid. No, I like it cold, nice and cool. The temperature here is probably high 50s right now. Raining. A lot of wind here on the coast of Maine. So this is super cool.
morning in Minnesota. In the words of Ron White, this place doesn't seem to have a temperature.
Hey, brother.
Welcome.
Sorry, don't worry, this is not a pickup.
Oh my God, how are you? Welcome to Winterfell.
So my mom sent me these.
Ooh, let's look at that swag.
Outdoor shoes come off, indoor shoes go on. What do you enjoy about living in Minnesota in the winter?
In the winter?
Oh, nothing.
In the winter,
Yeah.
not much.
If it could stop being so cold, you know.
Why are you here?
And it's not that bad when you're out there.
I think we have different definitions of not too bad.
Okay.
When you're a mom, it's really good to get your kids into sports in the winter.
And it's really a week or two we put up with it.
Right.
And then it gets back to normal.
What's normal?
30, 35.
And I had my son in hockey.
What's that?
If it's hockey, it's a sport.
I curl. So does Kate.
I curl.
Okay.
Come on, he's got to know what hockey is. Come on, Tim. Of course he does. Man, up there, snow machines, man. Get yourself a snow machine. Get out there and enjoy it. It's fun. I absolutely love riding snowmobiles. The cold, is different now. Back in the day, it was cold riding a snowmobile, obviously, but now with the windshields and stuff you can add, hand warmers, even like if you have a 2-up snow machine, which means somebody can sit on the back, there's like a thing with an armrest and a backrest that's bolted on. They even have hand warmers. I mean, my wife and I used to go out all the time, and we were never cold. Half the time we didn't wear our gloves, even when it was below zero, because our hands weren't cold. If you live in a state like this, definitely you got to do something. Hockey, snow machine. I mean, Minnesota's not very mountainous, so you probably don't have too many ski areas. I'm sure there are some, but those are just bumps in the ground compared to most ski areas. But yeah, you ice skate. It wouldn't bother me to live in Minnesota. Like I say, I don't mind the cold. I prefer the cold any day of the week.
Other than that, I work.
Some people talk about California, it's like 72 and sunny, it's like all the time. You would definitely get used to that, but
I lived out there and I didn't miss the seasons.
Yeah.
Turns out.
yeah.
The food alone is worth the trip.
It's so good.
In the words of George Carlin, getting the mail should not be a life-threatening situation.
But yeah, when it gets this cold, you can't wait to get back and snuggle inside. But a lot of loving, hugs and kisses.
This is necessary for survival.
Seriously. And that's where I grew up. Our family was small with 7 kids.
You gotta have that many because you lose a few of them to the cold.
You do.
Like coming out of winter, like it'll get back to like 30 degrees and you people wear shorts and
Yeah,
t-shirts.
that's like once it hits 30 to like 40 degrees, like
That's like cancel school weather where I'm from. We
Yeah.
got only 30.
All right, guys, we'll stop here on this one, and we'll pick it right back up. I lived in Alaska when we were kids. My dad was stationed at the Elmendorf Air Force Base. I loved it. I would love to go back to Alaska. I have a friend that lives out there. The cold doesn't bother me, guys. My good friend Dan lives out there, and several years ago they had more snow than I'd ever seen. He was sending me pictures of his house, and literally the snow was in the yard was like up to the roof and beyond the roof. To get out, it was like a tunnel, to get out to your walkway. However, in Alaska, man, you won't see northern lights anywhere like that in the States. Unbelievable. I love the cold. Tim just got to get used to it. He's just funning. Or is he? It is funny to me, though, to see people from the South come down here. And, to be fair, if I went down there, like, to Houston or anywhere down there where it's like super humid, I would be hating life. I hate that stuff. You sit there and sweat. All right, guys, right back with the next part. We'll see you there.